With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
The following sports special is a broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. It's time for the fun of a summertime tradition with Little League All-Star Baseball.
Play ball!
And now, let's go to the ballpark and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Good evening from the Hedgesville Little League Complex for the Area 1 tournament for 10 to 12-year-old All-Star Baseball. Our pregame show is brought to you by Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me is Nick Verzolini. Back to the studio is Dylan Bishop. Today's game, an elimination game between Hedgesville and Morgan County, as Hedgesville was defeated by Jefferson County 2 days ago, 3-1. And then yesterday it was Morgan County falling to South Berkeley by a final of 7-4 to get to this matchup against one another. So looking forward to seeing these two teams go up against one another, Nick. And yesterday it was 2 competitive games of baseball.
Yeah, I think the key will be for both teams their pitching depth. We've seen a little bit more from, Hedgesville recently. They were a little bit more, I guess, in the final score competitive, but both teams were competitive in their first game. So, if you're Morgan County, you feel like you had a shot to knock off South Berkeley yesterday. Didn't go your way, but then for Hedgesville, they had a chance to come back and possibly pull off the comeback and defeat Jefferson. So I would expect another good competitive game, but you're testing your depth a little bit here today because I don't know how much more Morgan County is going to have behind Moss and what we saw from him yesterday. He was great through the majority of the game, so it should be a great matchup, should be a good game. Looking forward to it.
Yep, just a reminder that this Little League International Tournament game is presented by Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 under the authority of Little League Baseball and Softball and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written permission of Little League International, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Visit Little League online at www.littleleague.org. We'll step aside, take ourselves a 2-minute break, then be back, get you the starting lineups and first pitch. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Back in 2 minutes.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome back to Gold Nation Buffet. I'm Ryan, and I'm so excited to show you guys the hibachi station. It's phenomenal. Check this out. What's incredible about the hibachi station, you can use this screen system, choose everything from your meats to your sides to pho, ramen, and so much more right here. And they'll build it for you right on down here at the station. And boom, there you go. All those requested ingredients fresh on the plate and ready to go. Come on down here, Golden Nation Buffet, for their incredible hibachi station. We'll see you soon.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dungeness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
Welcome back for Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll now get you our starting lineups brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. For Morgan County, leading off the catcher, number 35, Corey Hughes. Batting second at third base, number 10, Caden Shover. Batting third, the pitcher, number 00, Landon Cobb. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 4, Thurman Moss. Batting fifth, first base, number 99, Nathaniel Slifer. Batting sixth, at second base, number 13, Curtis Smith. Batting seventh, the shortstop, number 5, Ethan Stewart. Batting eighth in right field, number 8, Mason Nichols. Batting ninth in left field, number 23, Tucker Spielman. Batting 10th, extra hitter, number 1, Caden McCumbee. Batting 11th, another extra hitter, number 16, Aiden Kaufman. And batting 12th, another extra hitter, number 11, Landon Lideker for Morgan County. For Hedgesville, leading off, the center fielder, number 22, John Spurgeon. Batting second, the pitcher, number 15, Bentley Bass. Batting third, the first baseman, number 7, Landon Funk. Batting fourth at third base, number 17, Reed Michael. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 2, Isaiah Kaplan. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 21, Chase Green. Batting seventh in right field, number 55, Easton Deeds. Batting eighth, extra hitter, number 1, Camden Teets. Batting ninth at second base, number 14, Braden Frankhauser. Batting 10th, extra hitter, number 9, Lance Fink. Batting 11th, an extra hitter, number 27, Brendan Biden. Batting 12th for Hedgesville, shortstop, number 50, Nolan Hartle. That's your starting lineups. Starting battery brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Bentley Bass on the mound for Hedgesville. Isaiah Kaplan, the catcher for Hedgesville's All-Star team. Again, Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Alongside me is Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop back at the studio. And Nick, it is hotter than hot today. 95 degrees, feels like 100 degrees. Weather brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. And it's so hot, Nick, that earlier they were handing out little shots of pickle juice for the kids if they wanted them to help with dehydration. First pitch from Bass to Hughes is called strike one. First pitch brought to you by the Mearies Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors. John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-4343. The 0-1 pitch. Hughes, did he go around? He did, says the first base umpire. So the count 0-2 now to the leadoff batter from Morgan County.
I'd have to be pretty dehydrated to take a shot of pickle juice.
I like pickle juice. No, you don't. I did not take one, though. Probably should have.
Well, it wasn't offered to you, was it?
It was, and they were offering it to more than just the kids, everybody down here. I think they're handing them out at the concession stand. It's the 1-2, a soft grounder to the shortstop. Hartle is throw to Funk at first in time, so out is Hughes on the 6-3 ground out for out number 1 here in the top of the first inning, which is brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880.
Yeah, it's a hot one. Earlier today, I drive a black car, so obviously it's going to take a little bit more heat, but I had the AC on full blast and I'm still sweating. So,
first pitch to Shover from Bass, right down the middle, called strike 1.
It's tough out there, Colin.
No balls, 1 strike. Bass's pitch, high and outside for a ball. We'll see how the kids are able to deal with it. For Hedgesville, they didn't have to play in the heat yesterday, and the day before it was a later game, as this one another grounder to the shortstop, Hartle, who again will throw over to first in time for out number 2. So back-to-back ground outs to the shortstop for Morgan County. Now batting is the pitcher, Landon Cobb.
Yeah, well, we talked about it yesterday. This so far has been the most competitive tournament that we've seen over the, 3 years we've been covering this together. Colin, I believe this is your 4th season of covering this, but
still third, I believe. Might be the 4th. I don't know. I wasn't counting. Is this pitch a strike?
Either way. Or this might be your 3rd, my 2nd. I don't know.
That might make more sense. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. The point
One ball, 1 strike to Cobb. It's hot. Why are we counting when we don't need to? It's pitch high, count 2-1. What was the point, though?
The point is that the games have been very competitive, and compared to previous years. So yes, the heat is a factor, but I think that these kids have risen up through that challenge and given us some great baseball games so far.
2-1 count to Cobb. The pitch from Bass misses for ball 3, so 3 balls, 1 strike to Cobb. Top of the first inning with 2 outs, nobody on. Bass walks off the pitcher's mound now, steps back on. 3-1 pitch to Cobb. It's inside for ball 4, so it's a 2-out walk. First free base of the day. That was really the downfall of Hedgesville in the 3-1 loss to Jefferson a few days ago, was the allowance of too many free bases.
Yeah, it's going to hurt you at any level. The free base game is significant. The defense is definitely going to be a key as well today.
First pitch swinging is Moss, and he'll foul that over the press box for strike 1.
So it feels like any error can happen really on any given play. So you need to be precise with your throws, and getting to the ball and stuff like that, because one little mistake can be highly costly.
1 misses outside for a ball. Count now 1-1 to Moss with the runner on first and 2 out. Moss getting a little clap from the runner on first, and Funk trying to get behind his teammate, see if maybe we get some noise from the dugout or not. This pitch misses, so the count now 2-1.
We've yet to see a run rule or a home run so far in the tournament. So
it's true.
A little bit different than most other years. I feel like we've seen multiple home runs by now.
2-1 is a strike, so count now 2-2.
And probably at least 1 or 2 run rules. So it seems pretty balanced. And possibly the heat's played a little bit of a factor, but I don't know. We'll see what today brings.
2-2 is lined foul down the first baseline and over towards the cars to the right, keeping the count at 2-2 for Moss.
So an important at bat early on. See a lot of pitches if you're Morgan County.
2-2 from Bass to Moss. Called strike 3. Moss is down looking for the final out the top of the first as the runner at first will get stranded after the 2-out walk. So scoreless after a half inning. We're headed to the bottom of the first with Hedgesville due up on the other side of this 1-minute break. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
WVU Medicine is pleased to have physical medicine and rehabilitation, neurosurgery, and neurology all in one place at the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, located in a custom-designed suite on the 3rd floor of the WVU Medicine Spring Mills Medical Office Building at 61 Campus Drive. We look forward to welcoming patients at this larger location in Spring Mills. For more information about the WVU Rockefeller Neuroscience Institute Martinsburg Clinics, call 304-596-5038.
CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg has over 100 new vehicles in stock and on the way. We've got a great selection of your favorite models, like the new 2024 Tacoma. Towing your boat or camper? Check out a new 2024 Tundra and get up to $5,500 off MSRP. Need better gas mileage? Check out the iForce Max Tundra and save up to $7,000 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at cmastoyotaofmartinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
We're back and headed to the bottom of the first, which is brought to you by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer. Visit them at 360 Hack Wilson Way or online at orsinis.com. Morgan County was able to get a runner on a base on balls with 2 outs, but was unable to do anything other than that. So it's 0-0 as we're headed to the bottom of the first with Hedgesville up to bat. Again, the lineup is Spurgeon, Bass, Funk, Michael, Kaplan, Green, Deeds, Teets, Frankhauser, Fink, Biden, Hartle for Hedgesville, as now we get to see Landon Cobb on the mound for Morgan County. Cobb with a few more warm-up pitches, jamming out here at a party in the USA. Nick got the head bobbing a little bit. That's about the only dance move he knows.
That's all I need to know, Colin.
Now up for Hedgesville, number 22.
Party in the USA just always puts you in a better mood, doesn't it?
It's played every inning then.
Yeah, I mean, look, when it's hot, it's just like, hey, it's a party in the USA.
First pitch from Cobb, squaring to bunt is Spurgeon. He misses. It's strike 1. So we'll see if Spurgeon squares to bunt again or not. Shover, the third baseman, creeps in. Spurgeon swings, just gets a piece of the pitch. Count 0-2. Now we get a time called by the first base coach to talk to Spurgeon now with the 0-2 count.
Yeah, interesting here. Very first few pitches. I don't know if maybe he just saw something in his confidence. I don't know.
0-2 pitch from Cobb. Swing and a miss from Spurgeon. It's strike 3, and it's out number 1.
Now up the bat, number
Spurgeon
15,
down on strikes, and now off the bat is Bentley Bass against Cobb.
Cobb's a player I feel like has been around for a little bit. And usually plays a pretty good role on this Morgan County team, so see what he can do today.
First pitch, lined right back into center field and over the head of Thurman Moss into the fence. Bass with a 1-out single, the first hit of the evening for Hedgesville.
Although it's Hedgesville already. Get that runner on. Well hit ball into center field.
That'll bring up Funk. Bass attacked that first pitch. So 4 pitches only for Cobb. A strikeout and now a single is Funk. Grounds the first pitch. He sees down the first base side and it went off his foot. Initially I thought it was just a grounder for out number 2, but unless it was. I never saw the first baseman step on the bag.
I thought he went over there and stepped on it.
Must have been the backside. I don't know.
So, does advance the runner, so at the very least you put a runner I'm sorry, he was already on second, wasn't he?
No.
Okay.
You're right. Yep. It did advance the runner.
He hit the
2
ball
out.
pretty well in the center field, so I thought maybe he was already on second. But, yeah, productive at bat.
So now Michael up the bat. First pitch to Reed Michael is a strike from Cobb.
Michael's another guy that's played a significant role in this tournament in the past.
Yeah, as he grounds this one back to the pitcher, who will underhand toss it over to first for out number 3. So, quick inning. Scoreless between Hedgesville and Morgan County as we're headed to the second on the other side of this 1-minute break. It's Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
From breathtaking outdoors to unique local eats, world-class geocaching, and thriving local culture, Martinsburg, Berkeley County, West Virginia is where you can live your adventure. Berkeley County offers fantastic outdoor experiences, from our rugged hiking paths to scenic nature paths, public parks, fishing streams, and nature preserves. Cap off your outdoor adventures with a stroll through historic downtown Martinsburg. Join us and immerse yourself in our rich local history and scenic surroundings. Check out upcoming events and plan your adventure at travelwv.com.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Here, Talk Radio WRNR TV 10. So, apologies for our score graphic. It needs to be flipped. Is that what you were saying, Nick?
Yeah, Hedgesville's the home team.
Yeah, Hedgesville is the home team. Accidentally have it differently shown on TV 10 or our YouTube stream, so we'll try to get that fixed for you. So we are headed to the top of the second, brought to you by the personal injury attorneys, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. They play hardball.
We're playing hardball right now.
We are. Slifer, Smith, Stewart due up in the top of the second for Morgan County. Bentley Bass with 18 pitches in the first. His first pitch in the second. Low and away to Slifer for ball 1. Big swing and a miss from Slifer. So this one now 1-1. One ball, one strike to the leadoff batter in the top of the second. Slifer steps back in. Pitch from Bass. Another swing and a miss. Strike 2. Another one that kind of looked high there that Slifer couldn't help but offer at, Nick.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to lay off, especially when you add a little velocity to it. You know, it looks good coming out of the hand, but not in the zone, one that you got to lay off in these situations, especially when you're leading off the inning.
Count now 2-2 as that last one missed outside. 2-2 pitch up and slightly in as Slifer has to back out of the box away from it. So count now full, 3-2.
Yeah, again, he's elevating that fastball, which sometimes can be dangerous if it's in the zone.
Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Bentley Bass picking up where he left off in the end of the first. It's now back-to-back strikeouts for that reason.
Yeah, it looked like he worked away there, so good pitch. And see if anybody's able to break through here in the second inning. Overall, the pitching was good. In the first, you only had, again, 7 pitches from Morgan County in that first inning. About, I believe it was 18 for Hedgesville, so.
Now batting is Smith. First pitch to him is a ball. Next one from Bass, called a strike to Smith at the knees. So the count now 1-1. Smith steps back in. The pitch from Bass. Just inside. It's ball 2.
We saw some good abilities from the top of the order yesterday from Morgan County. This is obviously not the top, but they put up 4 runs, so they showed some pop.
Count now 3-1 is this one high from Bass.
Hedgesville's offense showed some life late against Jefferson, so I think both teams will be able to possibly break through. But it depends on the pitching matchup, and so far the pitchers look good. They look comfortable out there on the mound despite the weather.
It's the 3-1. Misses for ball 4. A 1-out walk issued by Bass. Smith will head down to first for Morgan County here in the top of the second. Now up the bat is Ethan Stewart.
Yeah, Bass definitely working high in the zone this inning. Stewart, I think, had an RBI yesterday, so good bat here at the plate for Morgan.
First pitch from Bass. Lined by Stewart in between shortstop and third into left field for a single. Now runners on first and second for Morgan County here in the top of the second with still only one down.
Number 8, Mason Nichols.
Scoreless between Hedgesville and Morgan County. Mason Nichols now will step up to the plate for Morgan County. Bass is rocking back and forth on the mound, ready to go against Nichols. Pitch, a strike out of the glove of Kaplan, but he keeps it in front of him. So the runners stay put at first and second. Next one, swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Nichols.
Yeah, Nichols also had an RBI double, so this is a productive part of this Morgan County lineup.
EO2, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Nichols down on strikes. Second strikeout of the inning for Bass. Third total on the evening.
Now batting number 23, Tucker Spielman.
And now batting is Tucker Spielman. First pitch to Spielman from Bass, misses for a ball. Runners on first and second with 2 down. Pitch from Bass. Inside for ball 2 to Spielman. Bass now at 35 pitches. Set. Pitch to Spielman. Away for ball 3. 3-0 count to Spielman. We'll see if he has the green light or not. The runners on first and second. High for ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk, and that loads the bases now for Morgan County with 2 out in the top of the second.
Number 1, Caden McCumbee.
Caden McCumbee will step up to the plate. Big opportunity for him here, Nick, with 2 out.
Yeah, 2 out, bases loaded, so.
The first pitch, a strike to McCumbee.
If you just make good contact here, you never know what could happen. Even if you don't necessarily get a hit, just put it in play is what you want here at the very least if you're Morgan.
A 1 swing and a miss for strike 2, so McCumbee behind in the count. 0-2, bases loaded. Bass with an opportunity to leave the runner stranded and keep the game scoreless here in the second. 0-2. Caught strike 3. Down goes McCumbee looking. So with the bases loaded, Bentley Bass able to get the final strikeout of the inning. Keep it 0-0 between Hedgesville and Morgan County. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We're back in 1 minute.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Welcome back. Bottom of the second inning now, which is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Kaplan Green Deeds, 5, 6, 7 batters in Hedgesville lineup are due up for this bottom of the second inning. Here against Landon Cobb. Pitch from Cobb. Fouled off by Kaplan for strike one. Kaplan looks at his batting gloves, adjusts them slightly before stepping back in as the 0-1. Fouled off the catcher's mask for strike two.
Definitely a weird play there, right? It gets fouled straight back, but then hits off the catcher's mask and into fair territory. Obviously not a fair ball, but...
At least I thought it was the catcher. It might have been the umpire.
Could have been, yeah. I don't know.
I think it was the catcher. Now they're checking on the catcher. Looks to be okay.
He's tough. He's the catcher.
Yeah. Manager Clint Moss goes out, checks on him. Gives him a little head tap on the helmet. 0-2 count to Kaplan. Pitch from Cobb. Grounded right back up the middle off the pitcher's mound and into center field. Leadoff single for Kaplan to start off this second inning for Hedgesville. Good piece of two-strike hitting for Kaplan.
Yeah, it's early in the game, but we'll see how Hedgesville plays things with a runner on and nobody out. And if you can just grab that early lead, it always feels important, even though the team that has scored first in these games, besides Jefferson holding on the other night, we've seen comebacks for most of the games. So,
first pitch to Green's a strike. It gets past the catcher, Corey Hughes, to the backstop, which allows Kaplan to take second. The 0-1 now lined down the first baseline and just foul. Missed the line past the bag by mere inches for strike two. That would have for sure made it 1-0 if he was able to hit the white on the turf.
Yeah,
Can't really
close.
say the chalk because turf lining.
Well, I guess the grass part is chalk, right?
Yeah, but it was still in the turf. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess that's, yeah.
So,
the
next one to Green fouled off.
Turf that represents the lined chalk.
Now another time. First base coach wants to go talk with the umpire. Doesn't like something that's going on. And now we'll have the first base umpire go meet with the home plate umpire after something.
Interesting.
At the first base of Coach at Hedgesville
Maybe
said.
He's arguing for catcher interference or something here?
I don't know.
I thought I saw him point at the catcher, but I could be wrong.
Nothing changes. 0-2 count. Pitch from Cobb. Green will send a fly ball to center field, and Moss will make the catch for the out.
Yeah, and you don't advance the runner there. Usually on a ball hit well to the outfield, you're able to tag up maybe in that situation, at least get a runner to third, but hit to pretty shallow center, and Moss got to it quickly, made a good play.
Yeah, he only had to make about one, maybe 1.5 steps forward to make that catch. Is now at the bat is Deeds, and fastball high to Deeds. He'll blow through and miss for strike one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 0-1 from Cobb. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Deeds for strike 2. Ricochets off Hughes over to the left, but not far enough away to allow Kaplan to try to reach third. 0-2. Fouled straight back by Deeds. Hedgesville continues to attack. Try to make contact as best as possible. Now a swing and a miss, strike 3. It's out number 2 by strikeout. Cobb's, I believe, second strikeout of the evening. The reason why I said Hedgesville continues to attack is looking down here at my scorecard, Cobb's yet to have a ball. It's all been strikes.
That's pretty crazy, right?
And he's at 18 pitches, 18 strikes. So this one popped up, shallow infield on the left. Cobb calls off his catcher and third baseman will make the catch for the final out of the inning. So 19 pitches, 19 strikes, and we're still scoreless after 2 between Hedgesville and Morgan County. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
We welcome you back here to the Little League complex at Hedgesville. So we're headed to the third. Top of the third is brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777. Visit their Facebook page. 11, 12, 1 batters due up. Sorry.
Yeah, you're good, Colin. Just, it'll be interesting to see when somebody is able to break through. I think it's going to, again, come down to mistakes probably, it feels like, because the pitching's been good. The hitting has been a little bit behind the pitching. Hedgesville's been very aggressive at the plate, like you said earlier. 19 pitches for Morgan County, 19 strikes. Morgan County's threatened a little bit more. They've faced 40 pitches in this first 2 innings, but still relatively efficient from Bass. So it's been a good matchup, and I'm interested to see how it plays out the rest of the way.
First pitch from Bass to Kaufman. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So it's Kaufman, Lideker, Hughes due up as Bass's next pitch. Way outside for a ball. The count now 1-1. I don't remember Lideker from yesterday. Do you?
He was there, yeah. He batted last, I believe. But in the original lineup that I had, he wasn't on there, so I don't know if he showed up late or what it was.
Yeah. This pitch misses. The count 2-1, because I remember whenever you sent the lineup yesterday for us to have, it only had 11 players for Morgan County. Today it's 12, and there you go. That's why.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Somebody just didn't write them down originally or what the case was, but.
Well, it's Kaufman for now. And he'll swing through the 2-1 pitch for strike 2. Bass stands on the rubber as a 2-2 count to Kaufman, kicking the pitch. Called strike 3. Kaufman down looking for out number 1 here in the top of the third.
Yeah, Bass just went back and threw the heater, placed it perfectly on that outside corner, and Hedgesville nearly get the strikeout there. So Bass can have a quick inning. turn it back over to his offense. Maybe the Hedgesville Little League can get it going a little bit.
Pitch to Lideker, squares to bunt, and it's placed right down the middle. As Funk charges forward, the third baseman makes the play in time for out number 1.
Now up, number 35, Corey Hughes.
Excuse me, I think that's Fink, not Funk. So Fink to Funk for the out.
Fink to Funk?
Yep. I think it was Fink. Hughes up to bat now with 2 out.
Interesting to try to bunt there with nobody on base. But I think your thought is maybe you catch the defense off guard, but it was a good play by the third baseman, Fink, to get down the line and make the play.
Swing and a miss from Hughes for strike 1. So we already have that defensive change now, as I don't think Fink was originally the third baseman today. So this pitch high to Hughes for a ball, unless I read the lineup incorrectly. Supposed to be Reed Michael. This one swing and a miss. So that's strike 2. So 1-2 count now to Hughes.
I feel like he was down there at one point, so maybe they took him out, or maybe hopefully he's doing all right.
Hughes, the 1-2 pitch, grounds it into left field past the diving gloves of the shortstop and third baseman. 2 out single by Hughes to keep the third inning alive for Morgan County.
Hughes has been pretty good so far in the early parts of this tournament. Pitched pretty well yesterday for Morgan County in relief of Moss. And I think he had at least 1 hit.
Shover's first pitch that he sees in this at-bat against Bass misses for ball 1. Bass now at 51 pitches. Runner on first, top of the third, 2 out. 1-0, called a strike to Shover. The count now 1-1. Bass sets, gets the call from his catcher, Kaplan. 1-1, inside for ball 2. Two 2-1 to Shover. Runner on first. Kick in the pitch from Bass. Called strike 2 on the edge of the plate to Shover. Shover taking his time before stepping back in. Pitch from Bass. Big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Shover for the final out of the third. Another runner stranded for Morgan County. That's where we are headed to bottom of the third. Still scoreless between Hedgesville and Moco. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10 back in 1 minute.
Did you know that anybody can have lunch at Berkeley Senior Center? Hello, this is Amy Orndorff, Executive Director at Berkeley Senior Services. We serve a healthy, nutritious, and delicious lunch 5 days a week at 217 North High Street in Martinsburg. For seniors age 60 and up, the charge is by donation only, and for those under 60, it's just $7.25. And while you're here for lunch, take a look at all of our great programs and activities. Find out more, including our daily menu, at berkeleyseniorservices.org or by calling 263-8873. We look forward to serving you.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
We're back, headed to the bottom of the third inning, which is brought to you by the team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state area, they have you covered. Frank Hauser, Fink, Biden. are due up for Hedgesville in the bottom of the third. Still scoreless between Morgan County and Hedgesville.
Yeah, overall, I mean, it's been a pitcher's duel, good defense being played behind the teams as well, so the opportunities feel very limited to this point, Colin. I think you'll be interested to see if, or I guess when things start to change in that category.
Cobb balks as Frankhauser squared the bunt. So he was in his windup and then stopped. So 1-0. Believe missed for ball 2 to Frankhauser. So 2-0 count. That's the first ball.
Yeah, the first ball was the balk.
This one now a strike. Count 2-1. I'm not sure even with the balk if it counted as a pitch in his pitch count.
It did not, at least according to what I'm hearing up here. But it does count as a ball, so I guess you would still count it as his first ball. In a weird way, right?
I don't know. I mean, the next one was a ball anyway, so.
Well,
if not.
That one pitch difference, Colin.
Count 2-2, and now a swing and a miss. Frankhauser down on strikes. Third strikeout for Landon Cobb out on the mound. It's Fink now up to bat. First pitch to Fink. Catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
It's kind of weird that you can have a pitch count as a pitch but not count as a pitch at the same time.
I agree. So this one pops straight up and over the press box out of play for strike 2 by Fink. Cobb now only at 25 pitches. Very efficient out on the mound as again Fink fouls this time off the fence behind home plate to keep the count at 0-2. One down, nobody on, the 0-2. Chopped at by Fink, and he misses it. Strike 3 for out number 2. Back-to-back strikeouts by Landon Cobb.
27, Brendan Biden.
It's now up to bat, Brendan Biden. Biden takes his time before stepping up here against Cobb. Cobb ready to go as soon as Biden steps in the box. Biden swings through the first pitch and fouls it over towards Nick's car for strike 1.
Didn't hit it, did it?
I couldn't tell.
I've been taking a risk with my spot, so.
Kids are running over that way, so. This one grounded foul down the first base line. It landed fair and then bounced foul. So 0-2 count, Biden. Won't know if it hit your car. It doesn't look like it. I didn't see any glass shards on the baseball that was just thrown back to the umpire.
If it did, I guess it did, right?
The 0-2 tipped by Biden into the glove of the catcher, Corey Hughes, for another strikeout. So 3 straight strikeouts by Landon Cobb here in the bottom of the third to strike out the side. 30 pitches on the dot through 3 as we're still scoreless between Morgan County and Hedgesville. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The future doesn't wait. Why should you? Blue Ridge Community and Technical College offers over 60 degree and certificate programs in education, IT, culinary arts, engineering, and so much more. Small class sizes, flexible schedules with evening and online classes, affordable tuition, plus financial aid is available to those who qualify. Now you can go to college. Visit us online at blueridgectc.edu. That's blueridgectc.edu. Stop waiting and enroll today.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Welcome back. Top of the fourth inning, brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance. Reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit fmiwv.com. Correction, Landon Cobb, pitch count actually 31 pitches. We weren't sure at first if the balk counted against his pitch count or not, and it was left off until here during the break in between innings where we were told that it did indeed count against his pitch count. So he's at 31.
Yeah, it makes a little bit more sense, even though technically he didn't throw the pitch.
Well, he pops the first pitch that he sees from Bass over to the left and bobbled by the shortstop Hartle, but he's able to make the catch for out number one.
You'll take it.
Now batting number 4, Thurman Moss.
Definitely was close to falling out of that glove completely, but held on.
Yep, so one pitch, one out in the top of the fourth. Thurman Moss now up to bat for Morgan County. Bass, first pitch to Moss. Called a strike by the home plate umpire. Moss takes a practice swing before stepping back in on the right-handed side against Bass. This pitch inside. Moss shuffles his way back. The count now 1-1. 1 out, nobody on, top of the fourth. 1-1 count to Moss. This pitch from Bass misses. Count 2-1. The 60th pitch coming for Bass. It's grounded by Moss to the second baseman, Frank Hauser. He'll throw to Funk at first for out number 2. Now 2 down, Slifer up to bat.
It almost feels like we even haven't had maybe more than 1 or 2 batters get the second. I don't know if we've had a batter get the third today.
Yes, we have.
Okay. It was early in the game, though, wasn't it?
Second inning from Morgan County, they left the bases loaded.
Right, yeah, forgot about that moment. But other than that, it's been a pretty clean game from this pitching staff.
Slifer swings through the first pitch. Yeah, Morgan County only with 2 hits. They've been walked 3 times. Slifer swings through the next pitch. Strike 2. For Hedgesville, they also have 2 hits, but have only been walked. I don't know why I have that as once. It should not be. They have not been walked. Swing and a miss. Slifer down on strikes. It was a drop third strike. He didn't realize it, never ran, and then avoided a tag. So the throw from Kaplan over to first in time. 3 up, 3 down goes Morgan County in the fourth. Pitch count for Bass 63 as we're headed to the bottom of the fourth. This is All-Star Little League Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told you need a lawyer, but that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
We are back as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning, which is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. Due up for Hedgesville in the bottom of the fourth, we got Hartle, Spurgeon, Bass, 12-1-2 batters. Nolan Hartle's first at bat. He comes out of the gate, still putting on his batting gloves. Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Alongside me on the calls, Nick Verzolini. Back at the studios, Dylan Bishop. Cobb ready. Kick in the pitch. Squaring to bunts. Hartle, he pulls it back as the pitch misses high for ball one.
I mean, Cobb might be able to throw 2 games based on the rate he's going right now.
We'll see. This pitch again misses, its ball 2. 33 pitches now for him. Only 4 of them balls.
Yeah, that's insane.
2-0. Well, and that's ball 3. First 3-0 count that we've seen, I believe, on either side.
Feels like it, yeah. And the other thing is, like, the Cobb efficiency seems pretty legit.
This one is strike to Nolan Hartle.
Like, obviously, Hedgesville's been pretty aggressive at the plate, but he hasn't really been wild at all that I can really think of. So the strike rate seems pretty reliable as he gives up the walk here. So, you know, put him a little bit of a run to that end of no walks, but for the most part, he's been very efficient out there.
Now Spurgeon up to bat with the runner on first and nobody out. This is the first. Never mind, my apologies. I thought for a second that it was the first time we had the leadoff batter make or reach base, and it's not. As Spurgeon squares to bunts, goes right back to the pitcher Cobb. Close play at first as Cobb's throw just beats the base runner and Spurgeon to the bag for out number 1, but sack bunt does move the runner over to second. Bass swings through the first pitch he sees from Cobb for strike 1. 1 out. Runner now at second is Hartle here in the fourth. Bass pops this into shallow left field. Thurman Moss, the center fielder, runs in and he'll make the catch for out number 2 as the runner at second stays put.
Well, before that pitch, I was going to say, you know, this is the time where Hedgesville needs to take advantage. They have a runner in scoring position, just 1 out. Got to find a way to get that guy across. Now there's 2 outs, so, you know, Funk can come through with a big hit. You're on the board and at least in position to possibly be able to close this one out. So, huge moment here.
Funk fouls off the first pitch.
But Cobb has been so good that, you know, it feels so difficult that you're going to be able to get one across, even with Hedgesville threatening a little bit here in this 4th inning.
0-1 fouled again by Funk to the right. Count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Still scoreless between Morgan County and Hedgesville here in the bottom of the 4th. So we got to wait for some baseballs to be retrieved after back-to-back pitches fouled off. Funk steps back in against Cobb. Cobb kick and the 0-2 pitch. Inside to Funk and a ball. Count 1-2. Runner on second. It's Hartle. 1-2. Grounded down the first baseline. Bobbled by the first baseman Slifer, but he's able to keep it. stepping on the bag, and that's out number 3. So Funk again grounds out to the first baseman. Runner gets stranded, and we remain scoreless between Hedgesville and Morgan County. A 1-minute break, and then we'll be back for the 5th. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Hi, this is Larry DeMarco. I'm with Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Macy Folk and I have a new listing here at 614 South Queen Street. We'd love to give you a tour.
This charming stone home is turnkey ready. It has 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, a fenced-in backyard, stone fireplace, new HVAC, stainless steel appliances, hardwood floors on the first 2 levels, and luxury vinyl flooring on the 3rd and 4th levels. There's plenty of room for a growing family with 2,008 square feet of living space. The home is located within walking distance to Martinsburg High School at 614 South Queen Street. Stop inside to discover a fully renovated interior that exudes elegance and charm by calling Macy Folk at 304-676-5050 or by emailing her at macyfolk1@gmail.com. The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is located at 804 North Queen Street in Martinsburg.
Welcome back. We're headed to the top of the 5th, brought to you by L.A. Roberts Jewelers, committed to excellence in quality design and craftsmanship, located at 146 North Queen Street in Martinsburg. Morgan County's Smith, Stewart, Nichols, the 6-7-8 batters, are due up in the top of the 5th. So we're deadlocked scoreless.
What else is new in this tournament so far? The pitching has been phenomenal. The defense has, for the most part, been pretty good. I mean, we did have one game that was high scoring, kind of, in 7-4, but even that game you saw some great pitching in it. So
it's the first pitch from Bentley Bass to Smith is called strike 1 to begin the 5th.
Let's not forget, this is an elimination game, so the intensity for this one very high.
Yeah, 1 skied up in the shallow right field. The second baseman will call off his teammates and make the catch for out number 1.
Neither team, I'm sure, wants to go home and end their season this early. So
up to the plate.
Looks like we have a new second baseman for Hedgesville. Going to try to look at the scorecard here and see who's in now at second. Camden Teets now at second. First pitch, a ball to Stewart.
And both teams should be able to see both their pitchers go at least into the 6th inning.
Stewart sends this to right field. Running in is Deeds, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. So 2 quick outs.
Now up number 8.
Here is a few innings ago, we were worried about how quickly Bentley Bass's pitch count would climb. But last inning he only threw 8 pitches, and now 2 outs on 4 pitches, as he's at 67 pitches total.
Yeah, for the most part, he's been very efficient, and we haven't really seen Morgan County have too many hard hit balls off of Bass, so he's been really good.
Nichols swings and misses at this one. The count now 1-1 to him, as the first pitch was a ball.
But how efficient Morgan County's been, it just seems like Bass is struggling, even though he clearly hasn't with the shutout out there on the board.
Nichols on the 1-1 sends it right back up the middle. It's a 2-out single. Third hit from Morgan County.
Yes, he may not go the whole way here at 70 pitches with still an out to go in this inning, and then another inning of work possibly, or definitely. So we'll see how far he can go, but he's going to probably at least hit that pitch count and not be too far above it. Well, obviously you can only go to 85, but they're not going to necessarily need too many more outs after him is what I'm saying. Presuming somebody's able to score in this game, of course.
Right. First pitch to Spielman, he fouls over to the right. Strike 1.
Which, easier said than done in this one, so.
Yeah, you got 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Scoreless between Morgan County and Hedgesville in this elimination game. Runner on first from Morgan County. 0-1 count to Spielman. The pitch from Bass. High over the glove of Kaplan as the runner now on the wild pitch will take second. 1-1 count. Now to Spielman. Winner of this one stays alive and waits for the loser of South Berkeley and Jefferson, which is the next game, as another passed ball.
Well, all of a sudden you got a runner on third.
Yep.
So anything can happen here.
2-1 count to Spielman.
And this is the thing, you get around 70 pitches, it's hot out, starts to get a little bit wild, so important for Bass to keep it in the zone here.
3-1 grounded to the third baseman, Fink. He'll only throw to first, and it's an out. Great job there by Fink to not worry about the runner coming home. Just got the force out to end the inning.
Pitch count, 74.
So it remains 0-0. So we're headed to the bottom of the fifth. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
We are back and headed to the bottom of the fifth, which is brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Still waiting for a run to be scored between Morgan County and Hedgesville.
Yeah, I mean, Cobb has been absolutely dominant with the 43 pitch count. That's pretty insane as we enter the bottom of the fifth. And then on the Hedgesville side, Bass has been really good. So, I'm not sure when we'll see that run push through because it seems so difficult right now. But Hedgesville's going to try to bunt here, possibly to keep Morgan County on its toes.
Yep, Michael squared the bunt. He pulled it back as the pitch from Cobb was high for ball one. He'll do so again, but this one at the belt for a strike. Count 1-1. I'll let you finish your point there, Nick, if you didn't.
Well, it's a little interesting because you do now see Morgan County playing in front of the bag. But
1-1. Low and away for ball two to Reed Michael.
Yeah, I don't hate the idea of trying to maybe throw him off a little bit with a bunt attempt, but once you do it once, I don't know if it's the best idea.
2-1 called strike two to Michael as the count now even at 2 apiece. Cobb sets. Wind up in the 2-2 pitch to Michael. It's high for ball three.
A leadoff walk could be significant, obviously, because it would set Hedgesville up pretty good early on in this inning.
Here comes that 3-2 pitch, and it's soft grounder up the middle in between second and short into right center. So leadoff single by Reed Michael for Hedgesville to begin the bottom of the fifth.
Now up number 2,
It's the third hit of the night for Hedgesville. It's Isaiah Kaplan now up the bat.
Yeah, hits have been certainly limited so far, but get one there, get a lead runner on. Now I must guarantee that Hedgesville lays down the bunt here. Try to get that runner in the scoring position.
Kaplan lets the first pitch go by. Didn't offer at it. It's strike one. Didn't square to bunt either.
It also, I guess, depends at this level, too, you know, how confident you are in Kaplan's bunting ability. I don't know.
A one from Cobb. And that's a line shot right back up the middle, past the glove of Thurman Moss off the fence in center. Hustling around second over to third is Michael, and it's a double by Kaplan. Nobody out, runners on a second and third now after a single and now a double.
Why bunt when Kaplan can hit a double, right, Colin?
It's the first extra base hit we've seen.
And it comes at a huge time, and again, now could be possibly a squeeze situation. I don't think you're going to see that, but
see, first pitch from Cobb inside the green. It misses for ball one.
It's at least an option, but probably won't see it. Probably just swing away because, like we were saying yesterday, you know, hard hit ground ball. Oh,
Green squares to bunt, straight back up the middle. Cobb throws to first for the out. The throw home. Not in time. Michael slides in safe, and Hedgesville takes a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the fifth.
Tough play, tough break there for Morgan County. Most levels of baseball, that guy's not probably going to be able to score on that. Maybe at the high school level, but you know, you got to look back at the runner. So that's a mistake there from Cobb, but it's a tough situation to be in. And you understand why he just goes to first, because he's thinking, oh, okay, get my easy out here. But instead, you know, you got to look back at that runner at third and then go to first, which is a tough play either way.
That was a very close play at the plate as well. It kind of looked like to me that Reed Michael actually slid short of the bag and had his leg up, which meant the catcher missed the tag, and then the foot was able to quickly come back down and on home before the tag was applied.
Yeah, it could have been definitely a close play there. So you had an opportunity, despite maybe a little bit of a mistake from your pitcher, to still get the out, but that's going to be a tough way to go down 1-0 here.
Dietz 2-1, swing and a miss. Count now 2-2. Runner at third, one out.
With this being Little League, you'd love to bring home that guy from third. You know, you don't want to go in just with a 1-0 lead.
Dietz swings and misses. So he's out on strikes for out number 2. That'll now bring up Dietz. Two down. Runner at third for Hedgesville here in the bottom of the fifth. Dietz squares to bunt and pulls it back as it's called a strike from Cobb to Dietz.
I mean, still, at the end of the day, you really didn't get to Cobb too much, but you did get to him when it mattered most, I suppose.
It's this pitch high. The count now 1-1 to Dietz. Cobb now at 60 pitches. This one grounded down the third baseline into the glove of Shover. Long throw over to first. Jumping up is Slifer, and he couldn't get the foot back on first in time, so the runner will score, making it 2-0 Hedgesville in the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be close with the speed there at the plate, so you know, he hustles down the line and ends up getting in there safe. So you add that insurance run, and Hedgesville's looking good. They're going to try to bunt.
That's the first error we've seen now today. So an insurance run for Hedgesville. First pitch, a ball to Frank Hauser. This one a strike. Count now 1-1.
So Hedgesville's found a way so far.
This pitch outside for a ball to count 2-1 to Frank Hauser.
They'll continue to battle.
This one fouled straight back by Frank Hauser. Just barely got a piece of it. Count 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Bottom of fifth. Pitch from Cobb. Low for a ball. Count now full to Frank Hauser. Cobb trying to get his team out of the inning. 3-2 misses. It's ball 4. Now, runners at first and second with 2 out, and a timeout called as Pitch count for Cobb at 67. Manager Clint Moss going to come out and talk to his team from Morgan County, try to settle them down and make sure that this doesn't slip farther away from them. Down 2-0. It's 2 runs across the plate here this inning.
Yeah, overall, though, I think it's been a great, even if Morgan County, were to go on and lose, it's been a good tournament for them. A program that has struggled to even be competitive here. They won a game last year, which was, kind of surprising based off of what we had seen in the past. And then,
yeah, I can't remember if it was the first time since 2016 or 2014, whenever I was looking back at our notes yesterday.
Yeah, so it was a while in between wins either way. And then this year, even though they may not go on and win a game, they've been much more competitive. So I think overall, they just need to settle back in. Cobb has had one of the most impressive pitching performances we've seen. I mean, till this point now, it's not going to look as insane with the final pitch count numbers. But at one point, he was at 43 pitches heading into this inning. So
Fink fouled off the first pitch. The next one low for a ball, gets past the catcher Hughes. And now runners at second and third on the wild pitch. 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Opportunity for Hedgesville to pour on some more runs.
I mean, yeah, it's been just a few.
1-1 to Fink, and that's a high fly ball to left field, and it looks like it's going to stay in the park. The left fielder Spielman makes the catch to end the inning.
We'll see what Morgan County's got. Far from over. You're only down 2. And you could possibly see a new pitcher. Bass will probably throw the max, but he's only got 11 pitches to work with to get 3 outs. So.
Yep, we'll see what happens on the other side of this 1-minute break. It's Hedgesville 2, Morgan County nothing. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Contemporary American Theater Festival in Shepherdstown returns July 5th through the 28th with 4 new productions, including Enough to Let the Light In by Paloma Nozeca. This psychological thriller tells the story of a couple whose haunting past meets their promising future. Check out the full complement of plays, including a bonus production, during this year's Contemporary American Theater Festival, July 5th through the 28th in Shepherdstown, with tickets beginning at just $40. For tickets and more information, visit catf.org. That's catf.org.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
Welcome you back as we're headed to the top of the 6th inning, brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Very bottom of the lineup, due up for Morgan County, who's down to its final 3 outs of the tournament unless they can score 2 or more runs. Cumby, Kaufman, Lideker. 10, 11, 12 batters in this Morgan County lineup up to bat.
Yeah, 2-0 game here, so anybody's game, even with there only being 3 outs to work with.
First pitch to McCumbee from Bass, misses for ball 1.
It's kind of a tough spot in the order for Morgan. They haven't had a ton of production from their bottom, so we'll see.
McCumbee swings late. This one, count now 1-1, as could not get close to that fastball. Bass sets. 1-1 to McCumbee. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And he misses the fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bass. 1-2. It's low for ball 2 to McCumbee. McCumbee takes a deep breath before stepping back in against Bass. The windup in the 2-2 pitch. And that's lined down the third base line and fair. Diving for it, the left fielder Green, and he can't get it. McCumbee has a stand-up double for Morgan County to begin the 6th. So still some life for Morgan County. As Kaufman now will be up to bat. 79 pitches Bass is at, and we'll have a timeout called. We'll see if they pull him now or if they let him finish.
Yeah, I mean, I think you definitely think about it here. It depends on how reliable you feel like your bullpen option is. It's a great opportunity for Morgan County here. I mean, again, we were uncertain maybe if they could get some production from the bottom of the order, but they were able to get a well-hit ball there from McCumbee. So Kaufman here hitting. If he can just get on base or possibly drive in the run. Morgan County's got some pop in this lineup as well. They showed it yesterday. They got fight. They definitely have shown a ton of improvement, and this game is far from over. It looks like they're going to let Bass go as far as he can, though.
First pitch from Bass. Into Kaufman, it misses for ball one.
Which feels like the right call. I mean, how many times does it feel like, Colin, that Bass has been in some tough situations and has pulled through for you? It's been a few times throughout the game, so I like the decision here to keep him in.
1-0, way high, but Kaufman swings at it anyway. The count 1-1.
He's only got 4 pitches to work with, so this is most likely his last batter. We'll see. I mean, maybe one more.
1-1. Fouled off by Kaufman. It's strike 2. That foul ball goes straight back. He just barely got a piece of it. It's again a 1-2 count. Nobody out, top of the 6th. Hedgesville 2, Morgan County nothing. Bass rocks, kick in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out is Kaufman for out number 1.
That's a huge strikeout because now Bass can take you to the final out. He's got 2 pitches to work with. He can get through this whole at-bat, so
yep,
that's really big there to get that one.
Now time called. Looks like the gate wasn't closed. Whitaker up the bat. 1 out. Runner at second for Morgan County. Bass pitch. Outside for ball 1 to Whitaker. 1-0. As Bass sets. Whitaker squares to bunt. He'll pull the bat back as the pitch misses inside for ball 2. Infield corners playing in now. Expecting that bunt potentially. 2-0 count. Squares to bunt again, pulls it back, and it's a strike to Whitaker from Bass. The count now 2-1. So now it looks like Whitaker being told to swing the bat. 2-1. It's high for ball 3. Count 3-1. 12th batter in the lineup, so top of the order due up for Morgan County.
Yep, far from over. And if Whitaker can get on, the winning run comes to the plate. Or the lead run, I should say.
Yep, the 3-1 hits home plate. It's ball 4.
Yeah, that's going to be it for Bass as he's hit his pitch count. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't take you to that final out before it, but this is a great performance. Shutout through, 5 and 6 and a third?
5 and a third.
5 and a third, okay, yeah. I don't know why I said 6. But Hughes is coming up. You got 2 on. So top of the order for Morgan County. They're far from done. I'll be interested to see where Hedgesville goes and who can close it out. Looks like it's going to be Michael.
Reed Michael.
Michael, not McMichael, but we've seen Reed Michael in the past pitch well. So, yeah. I like the situation, I feel like, for Hedgesville to have Michael as a guy that you can go to here. So both teams in a pretty good spot, and it's going to be a great battle.
Step aside, take a 30-second break for the pitching change, and then we'll be back. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
Welcome you back. Pitching change brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361 is now pitching for the All-Star team for Hedgesville, number 17, Reed Michael. Day is done for Bass. Runners for Morgan County at first and second with one out here in the top of the sixth. 2-0. Hedgesville trying to hold on to the lead to advance and eliminate Morgan County. Still got one more game tonight. That is Jefferson and South Berkeley for the District 6 Area 1 Championship.
Should be a great game. I mean, Jefferson's clearly been battle-tested with the walk-off, but South Berkeley was down 4-0 to this Morgan County team for, I believe, 4 innings, and we saw an excellent comeback from South Berkeley. So definitely excited to see how tonight plays out, and another great game here today, Colin. So I think we're going to get all great games throughout the tournament.
I hope you're correct. As the first pitch from Michael to Hughes is called strike one. Michael sets. Pitch. Just outside for a ball. The count now 1-1 to Hughes. Hughes 1 for 1 today.
Jefferson feels a lot different this year, but I think they still got a nice team. So should be a fun game.
A 1-1 from Michael. Big swing and a miss from Hughes. Strike two.
At least so far, we haven't seen a ton of power in the lineup. But yeah, lead run at the plate here, so this game far from over.
The 1-2 pitch coming from Michael. And it's a swing and a miss. Down goes Hughes for out number 2. Now Morgan County.
Having a guy like Reed Michael being able to come in and close it out. And you noted earlier, I believe he started the game at third base, and then they took him out of third base. I wonder if maybe that was to keep him fresh, not have to play the field, so he can come in a possible situation to close it out.
Morgan County now down to the final out for them. Shover up to bat, and he's 0 for 2. Tying run at first for Morgan County.
There's something going on in the...
I think the gate wasn't closed again.
I just want that gate open, man.
Can't have it.
No, you cannot. A Moco won't be denied.
Pitch from Michael to Shover. Thought about swinging, didn't. It's strike one.
Yeah, tough one to leave over the plate there if you're Shover. But seemed to kind of hesitate on it.
0-1. Big swing to miss for strike two. Morgan County now down to its last strike. Shover trying to stay confident in himself. Behind 0-2 against Reed Michael. Runners on first and second, 2 out. Michael sets the 0-2 pitch. Caught strike 3, and that's the ball game. Hedgesville wins 2-0 over Morgan County. They advance. Morgan County's tournament is finished.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good tournament, like I said, for Morgan County. It shows some competitiveness. They definitely have some things in that first game that they would have liked to have had back with the lead that they gave up. But overall, they battled against some good teams. And we've talked about before, they're probably the smallest area that has, the least amount of kids to pull from. So that makes it tough as well. But they battled, and I think they showed a lot of good stuff. Hedgesville, Little League, always a tough team. We saw what they did last year with the run that they had. So they're still very much in this thing. we'll see, who they end up drawing. Or I guess they got, Martinsburg next, so.
Hedgesville has to wait for... Oh, no, you are correct. Yes, Martinsburg.
Yep. 5-team tournament, so it gets a little bit confusing because there's a lot of teams that will have off days and you forget that they're still in it. So, Hedgesville will take on Martinsburg, which, gosh, that should be a great crowd, right, Colin? I mean, anytime those two teams get together in this thing, it feels like the place is packed, and all the stars will be out, I'm sure. So, looking forward to it.
So, let's keep things here. And get into our post-game show, brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. As again, Hedgesville wins 2-0 over Morgan County. As we get our game summary, it was a fantastic pitcher's duel on both sides up until the bottom of the 5th inning, and that's where Hedgesville was finally able to get 2 runs on 2 hits and an error. As that 5th inning started off with a Reed Michael single, followed by a Isaiah Kaplan double. Green then had the sacrifice RBI bunt. Teets had the RBI error by that third baseman throw for Morgan County that pulled Slifer off the bag, and that was just enough for them, as Hedgesville 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Morgan County, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Morgan County. I'll count out how many runners were left on base for them. 4, 5, 6, 8 runners left on base for Morgan County. For Hedgesville, 2, 3, 5. But another great ball game between 2 solid teams. Game stats brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with the numbers on both sides. Cobb was great in the start for Morgan County. Pitched well enough to win the game, just didn't get any run support. Bass countered with an unbelievable game as well, and then Michael coming in that last inning to get those last few outs was very impressive as well.
Ready to get our player of the game, brought to you by Rocks Local Markets, with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Fast, fresh, friendly Rocks.
Yeah, it's got to be Bass. I mean, the start that he had was pretty unbelievable. You shut him out on the mound and put your team in a great position to win. Had some good hits as well. They're late in the game, but I think overall Bass takes it. And, the pitching's been phenomenal in this tournament. I feel like we've given pitchers a lot of player of the games, but, I mean, they put the teams on their back so far. So a lot of excitement. Should be more excitement tonight between Jefferson and South Berkeley. Colin, looking forward to that one in about a half hour or so.
We'll
for
see
8,
if they move the game up or not.
Earlier, presenting the players are here and ready to take the field and all that stuff. That's what happened yesterday. I think they started a few minutes early. So
I know I've seen most of Jefferson here. I think still a few South Berkeley players rolling in, but we'll try to keep you guys updated. But that wraps up things for this broadcast of Hedgesville, Morgan County. So we'll wrap things up. For Dylan Bishop, Nick Verzolini, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off for this one. For those tuned in on YouTube wanting the Jefferson-South Berkeley game, that'll be a separate stream that once Dylan has set up, he'll post to Facebook as well. And then for TV 10, we'll go to some regular programming for now until the next game, along with Talk Radio WRNR as well. Again, final score, Hedgesville 2, Morgantown nothing. This is Little League All-Star Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
We thank you for listening to live play-by-play coverage of Little League All-Star Baseball. Little League All-Star Baseball is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. All rights reserved.